Yeah, so that's what's What's going on, good people? It's your girl, Miss Kecia, with a little chat and chew for you. Okay, so did y'all miss me last week? Because I missed y'all, but I had to, go and take care of some family business. I had to do a little something. But I'm back. Better than ever, and I got a new hair color. Hey, because you know what today is? It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Hey, hey. All right, so let's just, before we get hype and everything else, let me do my disclaimer. So, all the opinions that are shared on this show is that of myself and or my guests. It is not to change your mind or to get you to think as we think. But we hope that we can all agree to disagree. Now, having said all that, so like I said, it is my birthday. I am 25. Yes, I am, baby. So I decided. So we were supposed to have a date. Not a date night. See where my mind's going. We were supposed. We were supposed to have a ladies' night, right? But some of my girls got tied up with work, and that's all right because my hustle is about me and my circle. And we always out here getting our grind on. It's in that bag, getting that paper so we can build wealth and take care of our family. So hats off to my girls. I appreciate them wanting to be here, but things happen. So it's just me and my girl, Kecia. You all might remember her. She was on talking about her book and healing. And, you can go back and look at the episode. Okay. So this series, Kecia. Yeah. All right. So, today is my birthday, right?
It's your birthday.
It's my birthday.
And you're giving the people a little bit of shoulder action
a little bit of shimmy. Hey, baby.
A little bit of shoulder.
Okay, let me get my hair back where it's supposed to be. Okay. So, this is the thing, Kecia.
Talk to me.
I usually celebrate my birthday the whole month, right?
Uh-huh.
So I was like, okay, how can I incorporate my birthday with my podcast? So check this out. I want a husband.
You want a husband?
I do. I need a man, girl.
Okay. Tell me more.
All right. I'm here for it. Like, you got sophisticated women that they I'm out here. I got my bag, whatever.
Oh, the independent woman.
Yeah, that chick.
That one. Mm-hmm.
I ain't her.
I know that's right.
I am not her.
Me neither.
You know what I'm saying?
Me neither.
I'm not her.
Mm-hmm.
Since I can't have my boo back, I need a man. So obviously,
so can we be clear? You can have him back. You choose not to. It's a choice.
Yes, it's a good choice.
It's a great choice.
Yeah.
So I just want to give credit where credit's due. Because you chose you.
I did.
So you could have it, but you choose not to. Because you deserve better.
No, he don't want me no more.
Oh,
he don't want me no more. Okay, focus, everybody. Listen. So I feel like, what the hell am I doing wrong? Okay. I even reevaluate my relationship with my boo. Like, what part did I play in it, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, for the month of June, this series is called The Road to 50, because love is looking iffy.
I like it.
Okay?
I like it.
Because it's looking real iffy for you, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be on the porch by myself. I don't.
Isn't it crazy? That's what you think about. When you reach a certain age, that's what you think about.
Yeah.
Like in our 20s, it's like, oh, I want to have fun.
Yeah.
I'm in love. None of that matters. We're not thinking about any of that. But then once we start hitting that 40 and up, it's like, I need somebody to grow old.
Baby. Ooh, and the way my libido is set up, I just need,
part.
you know what I'm saying? Because nobody didn't tell me about what happens after 40. And bitch, right. I am close to 50 now. Okay, I'm closer to 50 than I am to 45.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, like, I just, so I want to dig deep.
Okay.
I want to dig deep.
Okay.
And I am relying on my friends to be completely honest with me. Be like, Kecia, that's why you ain't got no man, because you did X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Check me, boo. Check me. I help a sister out. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Like, I don't like spending Fridays by myself no more.
I understand.
Like I'm not that INDE. I'm not her no more. I'm not her. Like I want to cuddle. I want to wear matching shirts. I want to have a vacation. I want to be like, hey babe. I want those things, you know, like because I am a, you know, like you achieve so much in life, and then it's like, man, but I'm here by myself. Yeah, like, and don't get me wrong, it's plenty of people out there who like being by themselves, and I'm not knocking you, bruh, sis. I'm not knocking you. So I just want to be a better me, and I am asking my family, my circle, to help me be a better me. So tonight, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about building healthy relationships. Building. There go my girl Stacy. Now that's my sis right there. Shout out to my girl Stacy.
Hey Doc.
We praying for her recovery. Sending you loves and kisses, my baby girl. It's, you know, Stacy is good with checking her sister too. Like she quick with it.
You need those people.
Yeah, I do.
I just was telling my hairstylist, and what's funny, my hairstylist's name is Amanda. So, yeah. So I just was telling her.
That's so cool. So
right. I know. That's why I said it.
It took a minute. Getting the hair done.
But I just got finished talking to her, and I was telling her, I said, I cannot have people in my circle who can't check me.
Yeah. No.
Like if you, because I was telling her a story about a friend who introduced me to someone so that we could all kind of be friends, and sometimes I feel like that tiptoe, and I'm like, we can't be friends.
Right.
If I feel like I gotta tiptoe.
Yeah, I feel you.
And if you feel like you're not comfortable checking me, we can't be friends, because I'm very direct, right? And I need somebody to be direct with me too. I don't want to have to try to read between the lines and figure out what. Just say it, and then I'm gonna process it, and I'm not always gonna agree.
You're right.
And that's fine.
And that's exactly. But let's take that to a relationship. So me and my girlfriend was talking, right? And you know, I had started talking to this guy, whatever, and you know, he had kind of fell off when the holiday weekend came. You know, the inconsistency went away. And so I'm like, that's that birthday juice, Stace. Cheers. So, you know, I'm all about consistency, because I feel like we grown. You know, if I tell you, like, hey, look, this what it is, that's what it is, because I'm playing on grown people rules.
Right. That part.
So, you know, if you ain't even giving it a chance, if you just automatically you inconsistent. And so I was like, okay, you know, I'm not gonna ask no questions, and maybe that's wrong with me.
Come on, I'm glad you said that.
I'm not gonna ask no question.
Was gonna be, did you have a conversation?
No. Did we have a conversation about the expectation?
Or no? Did you ask the question, what happened?
No.
And did you let him know that was a problem?
No, because
okay, so now I'm checking you.
Because look,
just to check.
This is me right here. This is my way. I'm gonna tell you what my way of thinking was. My way of thinking was like, that's too much goddamn work. It's already a red flag.
No, so this is what I find when I talk to people in relationships, right? Especially the older that we get, part of the trouble is we have so much less tolerance. And I have zero. Right. And relationships.
I'm going to be by myself till Jesus come back.
Relationships.
Let me go get my Jesus flip-flops and put them on right now. I'm going to be a born-again virgin.
But that's not what you want.
It's not what I want. So if y'all got any uncles or cousins out there that y'all think fit the bill, y'all jump in my inbox.
They don't. With zero
I know. I don't. I didn't even ask. Like, you know, I just was like, because the weekend came, the inconsistency came, and then the weekend was over. Here comes the consistency. Nah, partner. That's not. Because my thing is this. If you didn't bring it up, right? Cause you know,
I'm listening.
you know what you did.
I'm
They don't
listening.
gotta tell you.
So this is another. Right now, you're hitting all the relationship points that I touch, especially with people in coaching. So we come into relationships thinking you already know or you should know. Everything that we know in life was at one point taught to us.
Bruh, it was taught to you to be inconsistent too, and that's what he was.
I don't think that's what was taught. I think it was worth a conversation.
Nah, I don't see. I did. I did because that's too much effort. I feel like
so you feel like a conversation is effort
because I feel like you're gonna lie to me.
So now here goes another check.
I feel like you're gonna lie to me because I feel like you're gonna lie to me because you was inconsistent.
You feel like he's gonna lie to you because someone who was inconsistent in the past lied to you. This is a brand new gentleman.
I mean, yeah, but he was still inconsistent. I can't take away from the fact that he was inconsistent.
No one comes perfect, but it at least involves a conversation.
Why though? Why?
Because relationships require conversation and communication.
Hell
and then once you have the conversation, then you can check in with your intuition and all of those things. But
see,
what we tend
I need
to
Janae from Texas because Janae understood me. Either she understood or she waiting to tell me, because Janae will do that. She'll let me have my moment, and then she'll come back and hit me across the head. Like, bah, 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 bah. You know, you'd be like, damn, I thought you was on my side. And then you done give me a damn concussion, you know. But yeah, Stacey, I hear you. But Stacey's like, communication is key.
Amen.
I hear that, but I just feel like this is what I feel now. And you probably are right. I did let some red flags go the last time, and then it was too late to fix anything, and we ended up breaking up. Because we both was at a point where like, God damn it, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? And it was hard for us to recover from that. Even though I know he loves me and I love him, it was hard for us to recover from that. Because we both had the what ifs.
Right.
You know, so it was like, it was easier to choose ourselves than to deal with the what ifs. Because there's no guarantee that it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
And relationship is relationship is all about being vulnerable. So relationship is a huge what if. It's a huge what if.
I don't want to be that.
So now you're answering your questions.
I don't know.
Single.
I know.
You don't want to be vulnerable, and you don't want what if. Relationships.
I just think that when it's right, it's just gonna fall into place. I'm not gonna have all those issues. But you telling me that it's not gonna happen like that.
So we're two imperfect people. So my belief is that we come into relationships, right? Kind of what we were just talking about. We come into relationship to grow. So when these situations present themselves, it's a mirror to ourselves to say, man, what is it? The question that you asked, what is it about me? So it's not always us.
It ain't nothing about me. You see all this right here? Shit in me. I'm the package.
You are the package, Bill.
I am the package, the prize. I am the gold. You hear me? Okay.
You are. We just got to work on the communication.
Okay, so tell me what you think I should have did.
I think you should have had a conversation.
And what I should have said.
Your conversation should have said, it was very concerning to me that you disappeared.
Oh, that's what I should have said, like I'm at a job interview?
That's how,
just very concerning to me that all of a sudden, nigga, all of a sudden, joker, you can't call me. That's why I should have said.
That's expressing your feelings.
But
that's how you felt.
That's just too much word.
That's how you felt.
Do you
express your feelings in other relationships?
I do.
With your girlfriend?
Yes. I don't have it.
So why not with men?
Because it's too much word.
Why does it work with men and not with your girlfriend?
Because men aren't always honest.
Baggage.
You're right. Maybe I just need to swallow the fact that.
So
you know what I want?
Can we say the men that I've encountered have not been honest?
I want to eat the apple and go to sleep, and then he comes galloping in on the horse, jumps down, shoulders broad, takes off his hat, put it to his chest, and says, "I'm here, my sweet love."
Oh, I wish we could play Anita Baker fairy tales right now. I wish, because my girl Anita had that covered. And it's interesting because it's a book called Romancing the Home. It's a Christian book, and it's about relationships. And it talks about part of the challenge in marriage is that as little girls, we are read these fairy tales. So we grow up believing we're read these fairy tales. We see these Disney movies. So we grow up believing that that is what love is supposed to be.
Especially when you come from a family where the norm is not husband and wife.
Mm-hmm.
Healthy marriages and things like that.
So then we fantasize something that's not real.
And that's something that I had to in this whole transition to finding love before 50. That is something that I had to accept too, that I never had that example. So what I'm creating in my head is from, you know, the people that God has blessed me with to see healthy relationships, but that was still from the outside. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm working on that. The other thing is
we can never compare our inside to someone else's outside.
Oh, praise Jesus. We just talked about that, baby. Because let me tell you, the outside be nice and glitzy and glam, but the inside be a goddamn tsunami. Hear me? I just, baby.
I heard you.
Oh, but this is another thing. I think about like I want somebody that's gonna, because I like to hustle, I like to grind, I like to do things. I'm a busybody, and especially at my age, I'm looking for somebody at my age, I ain't saying he got to hustle with me or he got to have that grind mentality, but I need you to support me. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. I think that's fair.
I need you to support me. You know what I mean? I need you to be like, okay, babe, I'm going to pack these bags, which we're going to put these books in these packages and we're going to stuff them and we're going to.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But you ain't got to be up at night with me, tweaking the website, check, balancing, the balance sheet. You ain't got to be doing all that, but I need somebody that's, and then I'm real, the love languages. I like to be touched.
Physical touch.
Oh, I love. Ooh,
me too.
You ain't even got to do it to me. I just love touch. I love that. That a hug and a kiss. Come up from behind me. I'm cooking or something. Smack me on the ass. You know what I'm saying?
Little forehead kiss.
The forehead kiss. Oh, I just.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jesus, help me, Lord. But so I just feel like I'm just not gonna get it.
So what we believe, we achieve, right?
Are you right? Manifest.
But let me tell you, there you go.
Okay, shameless plug. Y'all, our books is out, baby. We are officially authors. Your girl is officially an author.
Woo!
We have
my sister's author.
Our website is we're still at the pre-sale prices, so you better get on it before we change it. You have your guided journal, which has 6 pages of activities each week. You can start and stop whenever you please. All we're trying to show you is that, baby, you can manifest it, sis. And it's for all women, because we're all sisters out here, and we need to bring back the community supporting each other. So y'all need to go to www.manifestingitsis.com. That was www.manifestingsis.com. You heard me? Okay. So.
And a companion.
Oh yeah, journal. And you got your companion journal. If you just want to write some stuff down about your day, you want to write some prayers, you want to write your thoughts, we got that extra book for you too, babe. And on the website, you can get that Manifested Sis shirt or Manifest That Shit, sis. Okay, because I'm all about manifesting that shit, sis. Everything. Let's manifest it all.
Yes. And right now we're gonna manifest this man.
Yeah, we're gonna.
So what I want to tell you is it's possible. So my boo, he helps me in my business.
I know. I like your boo.
He puts. Yeah.
Listen,
when I was
he's so sweet, funny.
Yeah.
And he's like, he has that whole little protective,
he does.
He
physical
we
touch
here.
Yeah.
He wasn't even touching you, but he gave off that this is my babe right here.
Yes.
You come if you won't. You hear me? But yet.
Look at my cousin.
Hey, cousin.
Keep it in.
Hey, cousin.
Hey, cousin.
Next week is for me, and you can't come in today.
So he went when I first started my lock. I didn't want to wait because this is my third set, so I didn't have the patience. I had the lock extensions.
Okay.
He sat up with me all night making my lock extensions. In my business, when I was doing a little bath salt thing, it was just too much work. But I would mix the stuff, and he put his little gloves on and his little sanitizer, and he poured in the pack, and I taught him how to seal it. So I'm saying it to say it's possible. It is. There are men out here who are willing to support in the business. With my dad, bringing my dad home from the nursing home, my dad was about to go back, and he was like, "Whatever you can't do, I'll do, except change his diaper."
Girl, because that takes a lot of power, baby. That takes a lot of power because I love my mama, but I was like, girl, I'm gonna have to draw the line at this shit, okay?
Right.
We got to call somebody because I can't do this no more. I did it one time. That was it.
So yes, I understand. I've had to do it more than once, and you never get used to seeing your dad's private areas. It's always a little uncomfortable.
We the same sex.
So, yeah, okay. Right, exactly. It was easier when it was my mother.
Yeah. Oh Lord Jesus.
Yeah, that part. So, but I'm saying it's possible, and it's part of manifesting. Is first you got to believe that it's possible.
Yeah.
And the other part is I communicate. I'm good with over communicating. So when he doesn't meet my expectation, we talk about it. He didn't come. He jokes all the time. He's like, you're a relationship coach, so you making a ready-made man. And I'm like, but really, it's just because I practice communication over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, I can see where my last relationship, I didn't communicate effectively. I only communicated when I was upset.
Right. And then then you can't receive it because you're upset.
Yeah.
Whereas if you can just have, and one of the things that we established is so Friday is a holiday for him, girl. Fridays he feel like is a it's the end of the week. It's Friday.
Wow.
Yeah, he need happy hour turn up.
Okay.
But what we started implementing is on Fridays we have conversation. We do a check-in about the week. How did the last week go? Was there anything that was concerning to you? Anything that was concerning to me? Was something I could do different? Okay, I could work on it. And we don't always meet the mark. Sometimes we got to revisit the same thing over and over and over again. But we see each other putting in the effort. And so as long as I see you putting in some effort, I can work on that.
Oh, I wish my last day was like that.
Birthday juice.
I know, my God. Oh, birthday juice. You're going to get me in trouble. I just wish he was like that because I would try to talk to him. And, he after a while, he'd be like, why don't you just be quiet? Why you talk so much? And I'd be like, I want to talk to you. But, I don't think he was used to that. I want to talk about my feelings. I want to talk about where we go. And I want to talk about your feelings. I want to talk about how you feel. But it was like.
My last relationship was not ready, girl. If I shared feelings, it would be a whole fight. Like he's yelling and screaming, and, it was like a whole, and I would try everything, girl. Yeah. First I tried talking, that didn't work. I tried writing letters.
Yeah, I tried that too. Woo. Yeah, I tried it too.
So all different, because the other part is you have to have somebody who's willing.
Right.
Who's willing to put in. Yeah. I don't like to use the word work because work tends to when we think of work,
you think about like a labor.
Yes, labor, perfect word. But let's say hustle. Somebody who's willing to put in the hustle or put in the grind with you in a relationship, because anything that we want in life, we have to hustle for.
But what's the crazy thing? Like now we friends, right? So he'll text me and he'll like, you all right? I'm like, no, God damn it, such is going on, right? And he'll be like, talk to me. I'm here for you.
And you like, my guy. I'm like, I was trying to talk to you.
What the hell? I'm here for you. And I'll be in the back. I'll be looking at my phone like, no, the hell you ain't. What happened to it? You know what I'm saying? Why I couldn't get this before? You told me I talk too damn much. Now you want to hear what I got to say?
Because it ain't about him now.
Yeah.
So then it was about him. You didn't want to hear about him.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So it's like... So yeah, I could see where I could have had a conversation with old boy, but I was just like, fuck it, why bother? Like
that's what when we get older, the less tolerance, because we do know that we're okay alone. Yeah, right.
Because
I dealt with enough.
Because I have dealt with the heartbreak from last year. It's been about 7 months now, going
And
on
years
7
prior,
months.
right? Because we
Right.
got some age, so we got some
Right.
experience and some
So
broken hearts.
right, and you get better and better at it because
Mhm,
you know you know what you need to do to get into your happy place, right?
Mhm.
So it's been about 7 months now. So I was like, okay, I'm good. I can
Right.
do this, And like we had a great time, our first outing together, whatever. And we would talk on the phone and everything. But then when that weekend came, the inconsistency, and I was like, fuck this shit. I'm not doing it. Yeah, holla. Like, and I wasn't rude. I was, he like, what you doing? Nothing. I'm like, and then he said, he was like, you all right? I'm like, yeah. And he like,
ain't that what we do though?
Yeah, like,
you good?
But
yeah,
I was
good. Yeah, I'm good.
But I was good.
And
I wasn't worried about it. I mean, because I wasn't upset. Was I disappointed to a small degree? But I wasn't upset. I was, because I am okay being by myself. Girl, I was sitting in that little 700 square feet.
So I know you okay, but
719 to be exact. I was sitting all 719 square feet, and I would be all right. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't put up a fight. It was just like, okay. And then he was like, you sure you're all right? I was like, yeah, I'm just tired. I got a lot on my mind. It's like, what's on your mind? Crickets. I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing.
And really, what was on your mind was that he was.
It really wasn't. What was on my mind was my family. That stuff that was going on. He wasn't on my mind. Because I'm going to tell you what I did.
So we tend to think that people can't feel that our energy.
I canceled it out. I just canceled it out. Oh, you inconsistent? I checked out. Why bother? And that's why I told Janae from Texas. Why bother? And she was just like I know she's going to eventually say something to me about it, because she didn't say anything. She was just like, oh, okay. Like, oh, okay, Kecia. Okay.
If that's what you thought was
I just checked out. I was checked out. Because I was like, you know what? I could be by myself, and I'm cool. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with being by myself. I like me. I do. I'm fun to hang out with.
A ball to hang out with. So do I know that you're okay being by yourself? I do. But do you want to be by yourself?
No, I don't.
Exactly.
I want somebody to hold me. I want somebody to grab me and pull me tight.
Smack your ass.
What? Give it to me, daddy. But I don't know. I just see this is why I need. So next week I'm gonna have some male friends.
I love it.
So they can tell me a perspective from because it's this one guy I follow on TikTok, and when I tell you, sis, he breaks it down like one thing he said last week, and it resonated with me and my boo, my old boo. He's not my boo no more, y'all. Right. He don't like me, but anyway,
he loves you.
Whatever. So he said, I forgot what the question was, but he said, women don't think about everything that a man has to deal with during the day. They just think I saw that. They just think a man go to work. He's like on a podcast with a whole bunch of other people.
Yes.
And he was like, they just think we just go out here, we go to work, and that's just it. But no, they don't understand. Like, we dealing with the world. We dealing with, people on the job. We dealing with our own thoughts. We dealing with our own insecurities. Like, he just kept going down the line. And I was like, bro,
human like us.
Yeah, I was like, bro, like, and I had to be honest, like, I didn't think about those things. Like, even though I know that there are things that he struggled with, can I say that I really took that into account? No, I can't say that I did. And that's selfish. And then you wonder why the person feel like, because he used to say little slick stuff like, you don't care about me. And I'm like, what? Yes, I do. You crazy. But I could understand why a person could feel like you don't care about them, especially if it's a man, which is a black man.
Right.
Because they have different struggles than other men. And they have completely different struggles from women. So
did he ever talk about his struggles, any of his struggles?
He would. So it's not that I didn't know. I knew. But it was like, he's so strong, he got it all, he don't let shit bother him. Like, so in that moment, it's like, You
You
bugging.
good. You good.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Why you treating me like this? You know.
Mm.
But now when I heard that, it was like, damn.
No, that's
You
real.
know, I didn't take you. You really don't. That's not,
Mhm.
especially if you in a relationship,
Mhm.
because as a woman, you think that the man is supposed to protect you. He's supposed to, make you feel
That
secure.
fairy tale.
Yeah, that whole
That
little,
fairy tale.
yeah, that whole little thing. But
Mhm.
but the reality is, you have to take into account that all the things that men go through.
Absolutely.
And as
They're
his
human.
partner, yes,
Mhm.
as his partner, you have to be able to understand, receive, and support him in those things.
Absolutely.
And we forget that, and then now I understand why men say some women are needy or some women nag, because to them that's what they receive.
Mhm.
That
That's
you're
what they hear.
needy,
Mhm.
or that you're nagging them. But you're not understanding that, well, damn, I didn't just forget to take out the trash. Or I know you asked me to paint this wall, but do you not understand all this other stuff that's going on in my
Mhm.
brain?
Because think about it like this. We come into a relationship with all of these things that we want. I want this. I want him to provide. I want him to be strong. I want him to touch me, smack me. It's a whole list. And how often do we go into a relationship saying, what do you
want
need?
me? Yeah, that's true.
What do you need? We often go
Yeah.
into relationships looking to have a need met.
Right.
Opposed to understanding
That's
love
good.
is totally about giving.
Yeah.
It is about laying down. It's about sacrificing, and it's about giving. I mean, think about it. Jesus taught us that example,
Yeah,
right? Like
you're right.
that's what love, true love is.
Right, you're right.
And then it's reciprocal. So as you're loving me and I'm loving you, then it becomes this beautiful exchange.
Right.
But when we come in with everything that we want without thinking, I have to give. And I have to give. And no, what do you want? What do you need from me? How was your day?
Yeah, and you got to understand, giving is not given according to what you think you need to give.
Preach.
But given according to what they need to receive.
Come through.
I'm learning that too.
Yes.
That is a big difference. So,
and that's where communication comes in, because you have to ask the question,
right?
What do you need from me?
Right. And not to get wrapped up on a list, because there are things that you feel like you need, not per se a list. Not like I'm saying he need to make 6 figures. He got to have this kind of car. He got to have this much money in the bank. He got no. I'm talking about there still is a need, a requirement that you have. I need him to make me feel secure. I need him to touch me. Those type of things. But at the same time, while we're so busy throwing at the man, this is what I need you to do. This is what I need you to do. This is what I need you to do. When you really think about it, you ask yourself, how many women really stop and say to their man, what do you need from me today, baby?
There you go.
Today, what do you need from me today? Or what is it that I can give you that'll make you happy?
There you go.
Because you just automatically feel like, especially if they have that persona, like, God damn it, I'm the man, like you just
how they're taught a man is supposed to be.
Yeah. So I can say I'm guilty of that, especially with my last boo. I can say that I'm guilty. So
and
now
it's interesting because even when you were just speaking, you said, I need him to make me feel secure. And they can't make us feel secure, but it's, I need you to be trustworthy.
You're right.
That's what you need, because if you're worthy of my trust, I'll feel secure. Because sometimes men are honest, but we have our own insecurities that are based on stuff that has nothing to do with them. So it's like, no, I just need you to be trustworthy. And I can say I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of not asking. It's something that I've learned in this relationship, but of not asking the questions as much. What is it that you need? How can
I got you?
How can I serve you?
Girl, you say serve, some women gonna look at you sideways like, you want me to do what? No.
I understand that it's taboo. But to me, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's what's the word I'm looking for? Submitting.
But to me, yes, and it goes back and forth. Meaning, last Monday, my best friend had surgery. She had a huge surgery. I was at the hospital all day sitting in an uncomfortable chair.
Girl, ain't they horrible?
And it's terrible.
Girl, it's horrible.
And
horrible.
when
I couldn't even comb my hair after sitting in the chair.
They're so uncomfortable. But when I got there, he had the bath ran for me. So that was him serving me. And so that day I didn't serve him, but then a couple days later he had a stressful day at work. So now it's me asking you,
Yeah.
what do you need today?
Right.
I didn't have anything to give you on Monday because
Yeah.
I was exhausted. But now what do you need from me?
Yeah, I feel you. Now,
So
this is
it goes
another
back
thing.
and
This
forth.
is another thing. Okay, so this is another thing. Wait a minute. What's in my cup, girl? Because I lost my. Hold on. You messed me up. Hold on. So when you look at understanding his perspective, all of that, got it. Now, what about like, how can I say this? What about when it's, but what did I say? But you're doing something completely different. How do you communicate that to someone so they can understand that, listen, I hear what you're saying, but what you're doing is not lining up with what you're saying.
Give me an example.
Because me, I'm like,
so give me an example of someone saying, what did I say? Just so that I make sure I understand.
okay, so one of our biggest issues, like this was the straw that broke camel's back, was this. It wasn't that I had a problem with having female friends. I did.
Okay.
But I felt like there was no boundary.
Okay.
Okay. But to him it was, but I told him I had a girlfriend and I told them we ain't nothing but friends. But you sitting up talking with you know what I'm saying? You're doing stuff that I know is going to lead a woman to think that, oh, he said he had a girlfriend, but
right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to explain that to you, and you say to me, well, that's not my problem. I'm checked out.
I think that's appropriate because in that moment you're disrespecting what I need in a relationship.
Yeah, I'm checked out.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of reasons why, because like you said, our partners have baggage too, right? And so it's your baggage that's making you think that because of what somebody else did. And so now I'm on the other end of the stick. And that's where I was.
Because I think that there's a difference. So we have wants and we have needs, right? And our wants are things we can compromise on. It's like, I would like for you, how we talked about, I would like a forehead kiss,
right.
But I don't necessarily need a forehead kiss.
I ain't gonna quit you because you ain't give me a forehead kiss.
Right. You know what I mean? Because that's a want and something we can kind of compromise on. But I think that when you're, saying to someone, this is what I need in a relationship. This makes me uncomfortable and I need this. Like, this is my deal breaker, whatever word we want to say, but this is what I need. And they're not willing to respect that, then to me, that's when it's time to walk away. Because you're not respecting what I need in a relationship.
Right. And I think I know what I did was when it initially happened, it was just like, well, what you want me to do? Well, I want you to do this. And I thought you was doing this, but then later on we had another incident because you wasn't doing that. And so then later on we had another incident.
That's why you said the words and the actions not lining up. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So it was like, because it left me feeling like you didn't choose me. And I don't want to feel like terrible. It is.
It? I felt
I don't want to feel that way. So I'm not going to put myself in. That's why I didn't have the conversations, because you didn't choose me.
So
you made a choice. It wasn't me. Cool.
Right. But
I'm okay with it.
But you did have the conversation. It's just that if you really think about it, with your previous relationship, you had the conversation. It's just that he didn't
choose me.
Do what he said
he didn't choose me.
Do. Well, I don't know if he didn't choose.
Yeah, you. Joker, he didn't.
He didn't respect you.
The same thing. The same thing with old boy I was telling you about. You was inconsistent. You didn't choose me.
That's interesting.
You chose whatever made you inconsistent. I don't want to know. So
what makes it an either or?
What you mean an either or?
What makes it an either or?
Either or what?
Anything could have happened during that holiday weekend.
No, it wasn't no anything. Because you can tell me anything any other time. But you just go ghost, and then all of a sudden, it just turns back on. No, I listen. Today is my birthday. I wasn't born yesterday.
Okay. So this is what I believe. Would it have been something that would have been concerning for me? It would have. But would it have been a conversation? It equally would have.
And see, I just don't. I just
So what you're saying is in
he didn't choose
relationships.
me,
But
and we're
I'm
not even
interested
in a relationship.
right. But I'm interested in wondering, where is this choosing me coming from?
I think
why
that
is it,
I think I know what that's come from. That comes from a childhood trauma.
Not feeling like the choice.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever someone doesn't do what you would like them to do, you feel like you're not their
I
choice.
wouldn't say in a relationship when if you choose another person, you didn't choose me. I wasn't the better choice to you.
So in your previous relationship, what made you feel like he was choosing that other person? Like, why did it become a choice?
Because you still insisted on having these type of relationships.
So to me, what I would think is that he chose himself. Not that he chose he did what he wanted to do. Not that he chose these other relationships. Like he chose him because that's what he wanted to do, not
okay.
the other person.
Now I get that, but at the same time, it still leaves me feeling like, that last person that got picked for kickball. That's what it makes,
Okay. So I would dare say that his decision had nothing to do with you.
And it should have.
So I think that in a relationship, you should absolutely consider your partner's feelings, but I don't think it was about a choice. I think it was about a decision.
It was a choice.
His decision was a choice, but what I'm saying by choice is when you say you didn't choose me. I don't think it was a matter where he was sitting saying Kecia or friends, or Kecia or Amanda. I don't think that was the thought process. It was in his mind. He wanted to have these types of friendships or relationships. So he made a decision to do what he wanted to do. It would have been no different than if he would have went to the store and got ice cream and you didn't want him to go to the store.
Right.
It's just that when you think it has to do with another woman,
right.
Now it becomes a choice or either or, where really it's just kind of a decision.
Yeah, it's just what he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like this weekend.
He wanted to do him.
He wanted to do him, and it had nothing to do with me. So that's why I didn't ask about it. Do you?
So what I believe we tell ourselves stories all the time, and those stories don't necessarily have to be true. Again, I don't know what happened.
If it walked like a duck and it quacked like a duck, girl, it's a damn duck.
Okay.
And that's why I'm never gonna have a man. Help me, Jesus. I want something. And I don't know how to. I'm trying to get into the mindset of changing the way that I think. Because I have accepted that my thought pattern is effed up. Okay? I have accepted that.
Yeah,
and the closer it got to my birthday, it's like, damn. You see 5-0 looking at you like, hey, bitch, hey. And you gonna be by your damn self. You know what I'm saying? You need to get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I know I'll never be perfect. I'll always have my little quirks absolutely. Or whatever. But, how do I make myself a better mate, a better companion? That's ultimately what I want. Mm-hmm. I know how to be a good friend. I relatively know how to be a mama. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do I make myself be a better companion so that I can fulfill that emptiness that I have? Because, and then, I go back to, like I said, my previous relationship, because I haven't had very many, so I haven't had very many. The ones that I've had, they were serious and they were long, so it's like, okay, like, what have I learned from there? What can I make better? What can I do differently? And I do see that I have some effed up damn ideologies, okay?
Yeah, so just a little bit of trust issues.
A little bit. Shit, I damn near don't trust myself, and I see me every day. I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm interested to see what next weekend is gonna go like, because I'm gonna be here. Like my one friend, and I'm gonna see if he can come next week, which I know he will. But you met him.
Oh, yes, our friend.
Yes, Cash. Cash has, like, bruh, like,
I'm gonna call him Cash the Bash.
Let me tell you,
he likes to come through with the bash.
Why hear me? Because Cash has and when he explains it to you from a man's perspective, like, you gotta understand it. Like, okay, what we talked about, the things that men deal with, especially black men. So in their whole day, all right, so they have that whole thing. Then the baggage. Like, one time we when we was talking about my breakup, I was all sad. I'm like, Cash, you don't love me no more. He left me. He like, that nigga, Kecia. You don't need him. It's his loss, and I'm like, no, Cash. He's like, look, Cash gonna tell you. He not gonna sugarcoat it. He don't care about your feelings. He like, look, you better fix yourself and get your shit together, because it's his loss and he couldn't see you for, he's just going down the line. So, but ultimately, he said this. He said, if he wanted to choose you, Kecia, he would have chosen you. But he chose what he wanted. So it wasn't about you. And so, but I still can't grasp that idea. I understand. Yes, I understand that it's a damn idea. I just don't like it. Okay. But he did say that from a man's perspective. Then he was like, this is what was key to me from that conversation. He said, Kecia, you got to understand this. He's like, he gave himself for example. When I was younger, I was like an ugly duckling. Like, you wouldn't think that now looking at him, but he used to be really overweight, and so he was like an ugly duckling. He didn't get the attention from, the pretty girls and all this. He didn't get that. And he says, now that he's in his late 40s and he looks the way he looked, he said, I'm milking it for all I can.
He sounds like someone else.
Yeah, he said it out his mouth. Like, I'm milking it for all I can. I'm not saying that I haven't met, really nice women that I could see myself building a future with. But at the same time, I got this one over here and I got that one over here. And he was like, women these days, especially in our age group, because a lot of women our age, if they're not in a committed relationship, they tend to just, and men like Cash, they
no. So he sounds exactly like conversations that I've had with other people his age who've been in long-term relationships or whatever, were faithful, and then they ended, because what we want in our 20s is different than our 30s and our 40s. So then people get married in their 20s, they divorce in their 30s, 40s, whatever, and that person was like, because there are women our age who are looking for relationships,
right,
and as you said, that sex drive over 40 is no joke.
It's woo, baby. Oh, I'm sweating right now, baby.
Right. And then God, the amount of men that are available is different, especially black men.
Right.
So I think it's all of those different things. But what I try, so I have a close person very close to me who is at her 50 mark, and oftentimes when she doesn't feel like the air quotes choice, she feels like it's something going on with her. And what I say,
it's not you, baby.
There you go. It's like ice cream.
Yeah.
See, I'm not gonna choose butter pecan ice cream because I don't like it.
Right. Oh,
I don't like it.
I love it.
Yeah, and see, that is my point exactly.
Give me some nuts.
So,
hey,
let's get her a man, please. DM, write in, call,
vroom.
But it's nothing wrong with butter pecan, right? It's just not my choice.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna choose cookies and cream, and that's not your choice,
right?
But it doesn't mean it's anything wrong with it. It just means that's not what I like, or that's not what I want. So then you go out and you find.
But even with the whole choosing what you like, I can still understand it from his point of view. I wasn't Mr. Popular. I didn't get all the attention.
So now he's trying to make up.
I mean, I'm like on a mini on a Schwarzenegger. You know, he light skinned, you know, them light skinned fellas. And you know, he's very good looking. He is going to catch your eye.
Mm-hmm.
He might not know how to dress very well, but that's not neither here nor there. But he's going to catch your eye, especially if you're single. He's going to catch your eye. He is very handsome. And so he said it. He said, I don't want a relationship because I like I haven't experienced this. A lot of men have experienced this in their younger age. So they're at the point where they like, I want to settle down. But Cash is like, there are men who didn't have that in their younger age, and they're getting a lot of attention now.
Absolutely.
And so, because he even said it, like sometimes he'll be like, is she talking to me? Like, but he's a talker too. And so to him, it's like, I'm just talking to you. I'm just talking to you.
Oh yeah, because us as women, we're famous for that.
Right.
We turn this into a whole relationship.
And that's
Next thing you know, I have a girlfriend who said that if I sleep with you, you my man. And I'm
see,
like, really?
That's what I tried to get my old boo. I tried to get my old boo to see, like the way Cash said it. Women will talk to you, and he had to learn how to become a talker because that wasn't his thing. Like he can go in the barbershop and talk all day long,
right? But
just randomly standing in the grocery line, and you know, us as women, if we see a man that's attractive, you know, most times it's like, oh, you drinking that milk? I had that milk one time. You know what I'm saying?
You'd be surprised.
You just come on with any kind of conversation.
You'd be surprised how many women are uncomfortable with that.
Not many. I must say, I don't think it's many
who are.
Yeah, but. And like my old boo, he was a talker. Like if you talk to him, now he's not gonna come out and talk to you. But if you talk to him, he's gonna talk to you. And because of his personality and how respectful and manner, you know, that's what single women or women that's hot in the panties is looking for.
So what's interesting is what you just said is what my boo says about me.
What, that you like to talk to people?
That I'm overly friendly. So he says the way that I talk to people makes men think that I want them. So like when men try to talk to me, so we have this conversation. So it's very interesting that you just mentioned that. So we'll have conversations about, and I'm like, no, it's really just because I'm an attractive woman. Like, what are you thinking?
And that's what I was about to say. It's because you're an attractive woman.
But in his,
because if you was ugly, they'd be like, thank you.
Right.
And kept it moving.
So what he thinks, so he acknowledges my attractiveness, but he says that because I make people feel comfortable, then they want. And so sometimes we'll even be on the phone and I may be walking around, whatever, and someone will say, hey, how you doing? I'll be like, I'm good. How are you? He'd be like, see? And I'm like, does that have manners?
Yeah.
But he says it's the way that you say it.
And
like
that's
you're,
the same way.
You're really interested in how they're doing.
And you never know what that person is needing to receive. And you may just give that person what they needed to receive. And then bam, it just takes off from there.
Right. And so, yes, I totally agree. And so it's interesting you have this conversation because me being in the position of your ex-boo, to me, that is manners. And it's a matter of, I can't control who's attracted to me. I can control what I do with that attraction.
And
so the difference is I'm not going to engage. I'm not going to exchange numbers.
Yeah, that's the difference between, and he used to say to me, like, I know people talk to you. They do. But I also ain't like, he got my phone number, call me later, call me if you need somebody to talk to. Like, we're not exchanging numbers, fella.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, I like that milk. You like that milk. We can talk about the ingredients of this milk, but I'm going to see you later when she finished packing my bag. You know what I'm saying?
Right, absolutely.
Not like, well, I just gave her my number because she gave me her. Well, why y'all even got to the point where y'all was exchanging numbers? You know what I'm saying?
And I think he's a grown man, and I think he's very aware
of what he's doing.
Happening.
Yeah, and he likes the attention, just like Cash admitted to it. Cash said it. He likes the attention because that's how his mind thinks. You know, he because Cash thinks like that. Like Cash will tell you. And I always say, I be like, stop calling women that. He's like, not even. I I can't talk to you as long as you're saying it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we talk. Like we have a very open, communicative relationship, and I love having him as a friend because if I want to hear it straight from a man's perspective,
I think every woman
needs a good male friend.
That you can. I have a friend who's been my friend since high school, and that you can. My cousin who was just peeping in here laughing, like I can call him and be like, "Listen, this is this," because I think we just need it because we don't think alike. We need to hear it from a male's perspective. And we can't take everything they say.
Look, my best friend, male friends, cousins, is a little different because both of them are gay.
Okay.
So our conversations are different. Like I can talk to them like another woman. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's different conversation, but I can't be like, now my one cousin, he is very intellectual. And he'll tell me like, no, that's not what he's thinking, blah, 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 blah. And I'll be like, but why, Jeffrey? Why? How do I change him? He's like, you're not going to change him. And I'm just like, but I think I can, I can love him hard enough. You know what I'm saying? But
don't we think that?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So this is because I want to be able to receive. I don't want to be so closed off to when I meet men and they're trying to engage me. I'm just like treating them like it's the man next door. I'm like, okay, go my business. And he was actually trying to shoot his damn shot, and I'm like, rebound, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to.
Leaving the brunch the time.
Okay, I knew you was gonna bring that up.
I thought carry the bag. Can I carry that for you? It's like, sir, the bag doesn't even weigh a pound.
I know. I thought he was trying to. I really thought he was trying to hit on you.
No, I didn't have a bag. No. He said he had something, and then he was talking about your jeans, the cut up jeans, and you got your thigh out.
Oh my God!
He was trying to hit on you.
Wow! I didn't have paid that no attention because. At that time, I was still, I had boo on the mind.
Yeah, it was a whole. He was.
Yeah, he was, and I was like, hey, not today, player. But I don't want to be. I don't want to be in that because I don't want to miss what's for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to miss what's for me. Even if my boo gets it right and he come back, I want to be able to receive him in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, if he was to come back, everything he says to me, I'll be like, nah, motherfucker, I don't.
Right?
Nah, you gonna do that?
Was he always friendly like that with the women in the beginning of the relationship?
Yes. Yes, he was, but I didn't know, like, I knew he had female friends. I knew, he talked to females or whatever, but it bothered me when there was no boundaries. Like, we live in two different states. So, when we get together, that's my time. What is she calling? Yeah. She rude. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got male friends, close male friends. And one of my male friends, he's in Kuwait, and he called one time while we was together, and I was like, he was like, oh, you with your boo? Yes, right. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, Kecia, no problem. And then we got off the phone, and then he texted, and he was like, I'm so sorry, let him know, I didn't mean no disrespect, and I told him that, but but it don't be that way.
Yeah, boundaries are.
Yeah, and so that was my issue. Right. That it wasn't that he had female friends, because I want you to have friends. It's the boundaries. Like, I'm not gonna let nobody disrespect us, because that's what they're doing at this point. They're disrespecting us. So
it's important, because my male friend that I've had since high school, he's a truck driver and he drives at night. So sometimes he's used to being able to call me and I talk to him, because I'm a night owl. Talk to him while he's on the road, and then at some point, Boo was like, "Okay, conversations after."
I know, like, what y'all doing?
11, and I'm in my mind, I'm like, come on, you know who he is. Yeah, no. You know about this. Like, he drives at night, and to me, it all made sense. But then that's where we come into compromise, right? Yes. Where it's like, okay, if this really affects you, talking to him at 11 o'clock ain't that important, right? And then that's where you kind of do that work, right? Where that's not a need, right? And so I can compromise. Yeah, and it was like, well, that's who I. But again, that comes from baggage. I'm not trying to take nothing from you, but I feel like that's how he felt, that I was trying to take his power, his independence, but I wasn't trying to take that from him. But that comes from baggage, you know what I'm saying? So, and I don't, like I said, I don't want to keep, because I know that I do that, especially from this last incident. I know that I think that, oh, shit,
checking out.
Mhm.
You know, like I'm checking out. What? Oh, checking out. I don't even want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like we still friends. I don't even want to talk about it. You know, I'm just checking out. I check out just that quick. And I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad. I feel like I ain't with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool. Like I want you to do what's gonna make you happy. You know what I'm saying? But not at the cost of me. You know what I'm saying? So let's just be friends. Let's understand this. I ain't mad. You ain't mad. But I'm out.
So
in that
I believe
perspective,
I totally understand. And I think that when you have the conversation, you give them the opportunity.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to have no conversation, girl.
I know.
I wasn't.
But it gives them the opportunity.
I sure didn't. I didn't. He hit me with the "What's on your mind?" That text message still says, "What's on your mind?" Crickets. That's exactly. But you know, I just was like, if you wanted to know, you had 4 days to find out what the hell was on my mind.
But he called you.
No.
Tuesday, you said.
Yeah. What happened to Monday, Sunday, Saturday, and Friday? See what I'm saying?
But he's not your man.
Nope.
Y'all not in a relationship.
Nope. And we ain't gonna be. We could have been, but not now. And that was the first guy that I was willing to say,
I think it should be a conversation. Because people in relationships have different expectations.
You know why I feel like if I give you a conversation, I'm gonna tell you, I'm just be honest with the world, everybody listening. This is how I feel. If I give you a conversation after you show me that you inconsistent, I'm telling you it's okay.
And I think that people have to be taught. So
I ain't got time for teaching. I got a 25-year-old son right now who be fucking up his relationships because he want his cake and eat it too. So I have a hard enough time trying to get him to understand that women have feelings. Stop being greedy, okay? Stop running around here talking to all these different girls hurting their damn feelings because you want to talk nice to them and you fine looking nice little light-skinned fella. That's what's wrong with them light-skinned boys now. Goddamn, so
everybody has a different ideal about what dating is. And so his ideal about dating can be, we're not in a relationship. So because we're not in a relationship, it's fine for me to see other people and entertain
not if we had already had that conversation. Okay, because let me tell you what happened. We had that conversation about you know, I wasn't seeing nobody, he wasn't seeing nobody, right? But then we was on FaceTime and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing because he had shared his playlist with me. So we was listening to music, we was talking, it was great conversation, everything was going. It was so cute, so cute. And I really felt that, ooh, I might be able to like somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So even though in the back of my mind, you know, my old boo was here, I was still open to
a little bit. You was a little open.
I was a little open. Okay. And so I shared my screen by accident, right? I didn't really care, you know. And he saw one of my friends, his godfather had just passed away. So I said, you know, my condolences, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, thank you, love. Right? Left it at that. So when I shared my screen, he saw thank you, love. Even though it said Jay Williams. It don't know whether it was a man or a woman. Right. But he automatically assumed that was a man. And he was like, who you? Oh, you, yeah. And I was like, boy, bye. Yes. Okay, and I was like, because in my mind, I'm like, player, it ain't even like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, like that's my homie. Like his people had passed away. This is how the conversation went, and it left at that. And so I really thought like we had established like, and I said, well, what about you? And he was like, nah, you ain't got nothing to worry about. I ain't got nothing, you know. I was like, you know, that's what he was like, but you the one got people talking about thank you, love, calling you love. Ain't nobody calling you love if it ain't like that. And I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, it's not like that. Like, we just friends, you know what I'm saying? I just was, you know, sending my condolences or whatever. And that's when we had to talk again.
What you mean again?
We had already had it when we saw each other a couple of weeks prior.
Y'all not dating
there was nobody else. So if we gonna
there's nobody else, so we're not dating anybody.
We're not dating anybody else. Okay. Yeah. So it was like, okay, you know, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna see how this gonna go here, right here.
So y'all determined y'all were exclusive.
No, we didn't have that conversation. But my thing is, because we did it, and I said this, just be upfront with me. Tell me.
So we don't know if he was with a woman.
I'm
We don't
pretty
know
damn
that.
sure he was. If it walk like a duck and quack like a duck, quack, quack, god damn it, is a duck. So I didn't have the conversation, so I don't know. I saw the duck from the street.
The mountains with your binoculars.
I saw the damn duck from the street. So on this crusade that I'm on this month to learn myself, I'm going to try to go out on dates. Okay. You know, if somebody asks me out, I'm going to say yeah.
Okay.
I don't care what their situation is. As long as they ain't like scraping the ground in their car with their feet, I'm going, you know, I'm going to
not the Flintstones.
I'm going to open myself up to meeting different people, having different conversations. You know, I'm not going to make nobody think that I'm their woman. No, but because I want to know, I want to do better.
Okay.
So that I can receive.
So can we work on it not running?
I don't be running.
And then not this.
Oh, I can't promise you.
I'm not saying you got to stay, but I'm saying, can we work on communication?
But what if I don't really like them like that? What if I'm not really?
So if you don't like them, then
first of all, I'm not going to go out with nobody I'm not attracted to. Let's just get that straight. I'm not going to just go out with anybody that asks me out. Let me correct myself. So I'm not going to.
Yeah, that was
okay. I'm not going to do that, right? Okay, so that's what I'm not going to do now. Goddamn, I ain't that desperate. So we ain't got there yet. So I'm not going to do that. So, but I'm not going to close myself off to, you know, sitting around waiting like, is he there yet? Is he calling me? You know, is he like,
I like that idea.
You know, I'm not going to do, because honestly, to be honest with myself, that's what I was doing. I was pining and waiting and pining and waiting.
Okay.
And so when I did open myself up, the inconsistency gave it. I was like, peace, deuces.
Yeah, so I want us to work on that part.
Yeah, okay. Well, little steps. Little steps.
I'll take this.
So that's what I'm going to work on in between now and the 30th. That's what I'm going to work on.
I love it.
Okay. So if someone
manifest it, sis.
I'm going to I don't know what I'm manifesting though. I'm manifesting being open.
Man.
Oh, manifesting me a man, a quality man.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I got it. I got it. So, but what if my boo come back and he's like, he's ready?
You'll cross that bridge when it comes.
But how would I receive it? How would I know?
We're not there yet.
Okay, I'm just asking.
I know, but
I'm just like being hypothetical.
But you'll know.
But how would I know? I didn't know before.
How will you know?
Are you going to be sure to leave it up to me to know? I don't think that's safe, Kecia.
What do you mean? How would you
know
what?
What if he was to come back and be like, I'm ready, you know, you was right or I was wrong, I should have did it differently, whatever, you know, and you know, I want to be with you, I love you, and you know, let's try it. Like,
so to me, I think it's the exact same thing that I'm saying about this other person. Like, relationships come with stating your expectation, giving a person an opportunity to make an adjustment. And then when you see that the adjustment's not being made, then that's when you realize this relationship doesn't work.
Okay.
So it's up to you to decide. It sounds like you're on the side of, let's give it another try. I don't think it's anything wrong with giving it another try and seeing, has he really changed? And then if you notice that he has not, then you know this is just done. But that's what I don't want to do. That's what I'm saying about I don't want to. You didn't give him the opportunity to make an adjustment.
Sure about what I don't want to do is I don't want to pine no more, and I don't know how to not do that. I don't want to pine no more. I don't want to pine like, oh, but what if? Because that's what I was doing. I would be, you know, I would talk to other guys or whatever. But like with this one guy, you know, we spent time together, all that. But in the back of my mind, it was like,
you're still hoping.
Yeah, it was like, oh my God, what if? When even though at that time I had no reason to question anything. You know, he's a great guy, good looking, you know, all the great qualities.
You
Up
were
at,
thinking, what if what? I'm sorry, I thought you
I
were
was
thinking,
thinking
what if
like,
old boo comes back?
yeah, what if my old boo called and be like, all right, I've been healed,
But that's why I said,
and then I'm like, but wait, it's too late for you to be healed. You know what I'm saying? But
I think you'll know when it comes.
I don't have, you know.
So today, based on your conversation, I know that you're willing to take him back. But you don't know if you'll still feel that way in 30 days.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think you have to go on the journey. Right now, y'all aren't together. So you have to live life knowing we are not together.
We are not
Let
together.
go of the hypotheticals.
We're not together.
Not together, right? And live
World,
life.
We are not together. So if you want to date me, call me. You hear me? Call me. Y'all got any zaddies out there? Y'all got any
silver fox?
You know some of those zaddies out there? What do they call them shorts? Daddy shorts.
The hoochie shorts.
The hoochie daddy shorts. If y'all got any uncles that's wearing hoochie daddy shorts, call me. But we are not together. He does not like me. Okay. All right. So that's my goal for the month. Okay, is to dig deep, right, and to give people a chance, because I do want to. I'm way too close to 50, bruh. I do not like. I cannot. It can't happen, Lord. Like, I can't go into 50 by myself. That would be
so we gotta let go of the past.
That would be such a disappointment to me. Like, I achieved so much in life, and I don't. There's nobody to be like, got my hand, I'm gonna hold your hand while you step up. Like, I wanna, like, tonight is my birthday. I'm gonna go home.
We're gonna go get drinks first.
And I'm gonna lay in the middle of the bed and go to sleep. I'm gonna need a new mattress if I ever do get another man. I'm gonna need a new damn mattress. That's what I'm going to damn need. Me and him gonna have to sleep on a pallet for a few till I get a new damn mattress. But for real, that's what I want to do. So this week was to talk to my girls. I appreciate you showing up. I know them other hookers had stuff going on. It's okay. But next week I'm gonna talk to the guys, and they're gonna enlighten me some, try to lead me in the right direction so I understand what it is, the expectation of some men in their women. So then I'll have some general idea. Because before Cash, I didn't have anybody to say, like, what the fuck are you doing? No, this is what he meant. You know what I'm saying? Nobody to translate for me. You know what I'm saying? Because by the time I talk to my cousin, it'd be too late.
But that's why I'm a big proponent of communication, because then when you have the conversation, then you're able to say, what did you mean when you said that? Like, even when we were just talking and you asked me some question and I said, give me an example, because I'm not quite getting where you're going with that.
Yeah.
So making sure that we're constantly working on understanding.
Right.
Like, well, why did you say that? And what do you think? Like, see, even with him, I'd be like, so what makes you think this is okay? Like, but I think oftentimes we're like afraid of what people say. We feel like it's too much work. Like, we have this long list, or we have past baggage where communication didn't go well. So now we tense up. Somebody says, I want to talk to you in a relationship. And it's automatically like,
oh God,
yes, there you go. Oh God, because they've never had a healthy relationship. So they don't even know how to have healthy communication, right? And it's just a reprogramming. Like, we have to be transformed to understand what a healthy relationship looks like, how to have healthy communication. And if we don't know, then we keep repeating the same pattern.
Right. And another reason why I really wanted to do this is because I do have a lot of female associates, people that I know that are in the same age group, and there are great women, but
yeah, I do too.
We're single, and at some point, everybody has to stop and say, "Okay, what the hell am I doing wrong? What can I do different?" And it's not so much to say I'm at fault or you at fault. What can I do better? Say it like that. What can I do better? So I'm gonna live transparent for the next 30 days. All right, so y'all be looking out for videos of me going on dates and how the dates went, conversations, whatever. Or if me and my boo get back together. But I'm going to allow myself to be transparent, because I want other women my age or men, same thing, to see that, it's okay to do things different, especially things that you probably never thought that you would have to do in order to find that level of happiness. Because obviously what the hell we doing ain't working. And it's not always the other person's fault. So I'm allowing myself to be transparent for all of us. I'm going to take the L. Okay. All right. And that's what we're going to do. So next week, we're going to have the men. All right. And we're going to hear what, the men have to say. And it may be some sharp edges, but, we're going to take it with a grain of salt. You don't got to agree with everything. And, for all you single women that's out there that's listening, you don't have to agree with it. You just take it in and, see what might works for you. If it doesn't work for you, throw it out. If it does,
spit out the bone.
Yeah, that's it. If it works for you, if it's something that you can adjust, to find that level of happiness, because I know at this point, if I would hope that, I would hope that if you're at this point in your life, that you're okay with, you're comfortable, you have achieved that level of comfortability being alone. And I don't mean being I mean being as a single person. If you haven't achieved that, that's the first thing you have to achieve. You have to be okay with yourself. And if you're not okay with yourself, you cannot go into a level of a relationship. So you have to be okay with yourself. You have to be okay being by yourself. And then you can move into that level. So I would hope that, if you're watching and you are a single male or female, that you are okay with you're good, you're comfortable, you're your own best friend, your quirks, you know what you do that's jacked up, that's probably pissing somebody off, and you understand that you can say, yeah, you're right, I do that.
What you need. You got to know what you want, because it's nothing worse than, so in a relationship you have to be able to say what you want,
right?
I have encountered many women who they want to talk about their feelings.
Yeah. It's not,
I feel this way. You hurt my feelings, and you did it. Well, really, the conversation. It's fine to say you hurt my feelings, but the conversation needs to be. Men are very direct.
Right.
It needs to be. This is what I need from you. And oftentimes we can't say that because we don't know what the hell we need.
And you're right, because he used to ask me that all the time. Stop telling me that your feelings hurt. What is it that you need? And I couldn't express it because I wasn't in touch with that part of me yet. So now, if he asks me that, oh, buddy, I got you covered.
Congratulations.
Yes, I got you covered, buddy. Ask me now what I need from you. Okay. But again, so we're going to take this journey for the month of June, and we're going to call in some experts so we can talk about some of the things, because what also I've learned, because I've been seeing a relationship coach, and what also I have learned is our baggage, what you've been saying all night. Our baggage really does dictate a lot of our decision making. So I know, some people, everybody's not into the whole therapy thing, but relationship therapy is just as important as regular therapy. It really is, because you're healing in two different places. Absolutely. So if you're single and you're out there and trust me, it's not everybody else. Sometimes it's us. Us meaning the single person that's pointing the finger. Okay, so let's get ready for this ride, because like I said, 50 is looking iffy when it comes to love, baby. When it comes to love, 50 is looking iffy, because
that thing around.
Let me tell you, I did not believe that at 25 again, I would be single. But here I am. So when you know better, you do better. And that's what I'm here for. I want to do better. So this has been a great episode, a great birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's my birthday. We're going to drink Bacardi like it's my birthday. I don't drink Bacardi, but whatever. So thank you all for joining. As always, I thank God for this opportunity to walk in my purpose. I just thank him for choosing me to do this. I love doing my podcast. I love talking to people. I love talking about different topics. I love talking about things that's going to help us to be better people, because that's what it's all about. I believe in the the idea of community. I believe in the idea of family. I believe in the idea of love. So those are the things that I work hard towards. I thank my Brass Mill family for just being so awesome, and we are definitely a family here at the Brass Mill Suite. So, if you're looking to do a podcast, if you're looking for office space, whatever it is, business coaching, whatever it is that you need to help you succeed.
And she has like
in
an
your
executive room,
yes,
too, right?
she
Where you
has
can
an
have like
executive
meetings
room
and
that's
workshops.
gonna open up. She has so many different things that's coming out where she's gonna have a computer room. So if you're out there looking for jobs, she has a connection with unemployment. So they're gonna be offering, you can come here and apply for jobs for unemployment. There's gonna be a cafe over there. There's gonna be different offices, different people back in there. So if you want to take your business to the next level, here is where you want to be. I promise you. We're a family over here. And that's just how we do things. We want to see everybody succeed. It's all about moving to the next level. Of course, to my guest, my girl, Kecia, for coming in. And, it worked out the way it was supposed to. So,
Absolutely.
so I'm thankful for that. Thankful for all the nuggets that she dropped. Yeah, I know it could be hard-headed sometimes. It's
the
okay.
Gemini.
I declare.
Gemini.
I declare, girl. So on that note, please, I look forward to seeing you all next week. Oh, and don't forget www.manifestingitsis.com, and we're still selling our journals at pre-order prices. So please go and get your bundles while the price is on the low. And we appreciate you and we thank you for that. I thank you all for watching. To my audience, I love you guys. Keep the feedback coming. Share with your friends. Tell your friends about it. So until next.
Yeah, and if you need relationship coaching, KemiciaTerrell.com.
Please, thank you. Because listen, it's always good to have good people in your pocket, baby. Okay?
Absolutely.
Okay? Yeah.
Absolutely.
She be trying to relationship coach me while I ain't paying attention, but I be catching on like, not today, Kecia. Right?
Listen, it's just the training.
Girl, not today, because you tried me after when I was a little tipsy. When we was coming back from DC, I was like, I'm finna go sleep. I'm not, she not finna relationship coach me today, okay? But
it's who I am. It's who I am.
And we just want everybody to be happy. I believe that, man and woman was put on this earth for a reason. That was for us to procreate. In order for us to procreate, we got to find love. Absolutely. All right. Love is the greatest gift of them all. So on that note, we will see you next week. Peace, love, and hair grease. And as always, smooches, my people.